So who doesn't like these little guys from LEGO? These are the LEGO collectible minifigs. This is a Series 1 Flash. This is a Golden Age Flash from the early 1940s comics. His alias was Jay Garrick, and I just really like this minifig. This is possibly, quite possibly, my favorite minifig of all time, just because it gets to my love of DC Comics and love of LEGO at the same time. And I've acquired several of these. We've been trying to collect some of these through the series packs, and one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to display them. And I had them on a display, but every time you would hit the display, they would fall off. LEGO doesn't sell like a LEGO brick tape, but there was a brand out there on Amazon I found that we're going to talk about as we go through this video. But what I wanted to do is not simply put those strips on some shelf that I have over here, but what I really want to do is put them on something that I can hang up on the wall. And that's where my other love comes in, and that's IKEA. And IKEA has this product line called the Lustig. The Lustig, as you can see here, is basically a little display unit that you can put together, put whatever kind of collectibles you want on there, and then hang that up on your wall. So what I'm going to do today is show you how I combined this Lustig system with some building brick tape. We'll talk about that, and combined all of that so that I created a unique wall unit so that I could put my little LEGO minifigs, DC collectibles primarily, up on the wall up here and look at them, and as I collect them, just enjoy them, and maybe even set up some scenes. So I'm going to show you how I did that today in this video. By the way, everything you need is in the video description below. I'll have links to everything so that you can go out and get your own items, and then also be sure and hit subscribe below. I will be coming back eventually to my retro computing, but I just thought this would be a fun kind of 4th of July video to put together. We had a blast putting this together, taking pictures and putting the video together, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, the first thing to do, of course, is to grab your IKEA toolbox. Surely everyone out there has a toolbox that only has tools they need when they're building IKEA furniture. I know I do, and one of my favorites is this power screwdriver. As always, IKEA includes a nice set of instructions. Not sure I'm going to need it for this. This seems pretty self-explanatory. There are a couple of configurations I can choose from, however, and I want to get the most out of my minifig coverage, so I'll figure that out later. Let's open up the box of Makya toy block tape I found on Amazon. It comes with various colors, and one of the colors was glow in the dark. That's the one I'm going to be using for this project. Some of the additional tapes that come in the packet, including this one that looks like a road, complete with center line down the middle. Now, I chose to use the glow-in-the-dark tape. I just thought that was going to be really cool, especially with some lighting techniques and things I hope to try out. Now, what I'm going to do is get the right length of tape here, and it's pretty easy. There's scores in between the studs on the tape, and you can just cut that as I'm doing here. It's pretty easy to cut. You could also use an X-Acto knife. I find scissors work pretty well. It's not exactly straight. It probably could be better. X-Acto knife may have been better. But now what I'm going to do is use that first piece that I cut as a guide for the next piece. So we'll just clip that again here. Maybe we'll clip that. Hang on. And there we go. As I was working with this, I discovered that it was going to be much easier if I go ahead and take this back apart and then try and put the tape strips on the actual shelves individually. We're going to go ahead and use another shelf as a guide to push it back from the edge just enough so that the tape does not hit against the vertical rails whenever I screw those in. It turns out that that was the perfect width. And as you can see, the tape simply has a backing two-sided tape on the back, and that's pretty redundant, but you get the point. And we'll go ahead and lay that in place. Now, the great thing is, if you don't press and you just lay it on there easily, you can start to kind of squish it up there and get it close to our guide, and that makes it pretty easy. And there we go. You got to be careful, though. You want to get it right the first time. You want to keep it straight, or the bricks that you put on top won't line up. So we'll push that down there and get that on there. And let's just check out one of our minifigs and see how well he holds on there. That's not bad. Let's give it a good shake here and see what happens if we tap the shelf. Let's give that a try now. Oh, no. That didn't work out well at all. Let's try that again. Oh, that didn't work either. So no tapping. So it will hold it for display, but you need to be careful so that you don't put it in a place where you're going to be bumping it all the time. Oh, and there's the dog coming up to check to see what I'm doing. All right, so let's go ahead and do this about 5 more times and get the rest of these strips on. Now, once you're complete, I decided to go ahead and, after this last one, to make sure everything was pushed down, go ahead and drop one shelf on top of the other and just press them nice and tight so that we get a good adhesion. And it seems like it worked out pretty well. And there we go. We have all of our shelves ready to go. And I'll line them all up here for you. And there's our glow-in-the-dark tape on our shelves. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and put the whole system back together again. Okay, let's take a look at the shelf and see what it looks like. That is not bad. I've already starting to get some ideas about where I'm going to be placing some of the minifigs on these shelves. Wait a minute, you're not superheroes. Where'd you come from? What are you going to do with all those?
Well, I'm hoping that you'll make me a shelf to put my little minifigs on, like the one you have for your DC superheroes.
Sure, I'll get right on that. And this system is perfect for her collection as well. So if you have a friend's collection, know that it'll fit in between the two shelves. And as we wind up this project, I'm going to go ahead and put the leftover tape, the toy tape I have, in this IKEA airtight bag. That should protect the adhesive on the back of the tape for us. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit like and subscribe below, and hopefully this inspired somebody else to come up with their own way to use these products to display some collectible they have, or even more minifigs. If you did, make sure to leave a comment below and tell us where we can see a picture of that. Thanks for watching. See you at the next project video.